So here's an example of how we can print things to the screen. Like other programming languages, Ruby uses the print function, but it also uses the puts function, which prints things on different lines. So we have a variable storing an integer value. On the next line, we can use puts to print the value to the screen, along with a string value. To join a string of text to a numerical variable in Ruby, add .to_s at the end of the numerical variable name and use the plus sign as well as round brackets around everything. On the next line is the start of our intro to math symbols in Ruby, whereby we use the asterisk for multiplication, the / for division, the percentage sign to get only the remainder of a division, and 2 asterisks is to do to the power of a number. Also, if you want the decimal value to show on an answer, write .0 onto the number being divided. Hit Command I on a Mac or Control R on a PC to run the code, and you get the results for each line due to the puts function. So now I will illustrate the difference between the puts function and the print function. When we switch this line from puts to print, it really confuses the meaning of the output down here, as it squishes the answer for the first line with the one after it, making it look like we have a value of 64. So let's quickly change that back so we don't get mixed up with the answer. Let's also use the print function to print out the first name variable created earlier, and note that Ruby doesn't require you to enclose what you want to print within round brackets like other programming languages do, unless of course you are joining a few things together like we did in the earlier example. Then before first name, let's print hello. Hit run, and as we see that 6 and 4 are back on separate lines, and at the bottom we have hello Rachel jumbled together on the same line. To create a space between the words, enter a space between hello and the closing quotation mark back in the variable, hit run, and we see a space between the two printed words. To print the words on separate lines, change the first print to puts. Hit run, and there it is on separate lines.